Hello guys, I'm here on the Zipcrowd creative server, and a few days ago we gave ourselves the challenge to build an infinite piston bridge. So infinite piston bridge is a piston bridge which you can just build from one point and you don't have to cross a border. So over here we got one. You can just push that on and on and on, and you can see it's going quite far back there. So yeah, let's just build it. So to build it, we just place a piston. So we just place two pistons to push it, and then in front of these we place a piston and a redstone block. And then we hit the button to push it. And you can see all these pistons trigger from the redstone blocks and push it all back to the end. Then after that we place two normal blocks in there and push it again. And push it again. And it's going back to the end. And now we place a piston where we last placed the redstone block. So here's a redstone block, so we place a piston there, and a redstone block where we last placed a piston. And we can push it again. And now we can place iron blocks again and push them in. And yeah, now we can just continue the pattern, and we can infinitely do that. So we can move blocks way far out there without leaving this area here. Now, after we came up with this idea, I did a search, and actually there have been people coming up with this idea quite a while ago already. So I will link their videos in the description. Yeah, but we extended it a little bit. So this only pushes 2 blocks far, or 2 blocks wide, and yeah, then we just stacked the same thing next to each other again, and therefore can push a whole floor. You could just keep stacking it. So yeah, it's just the same principle with the piston, normal block, redstone block, normal block, and yeah, then piston again. So it's just exactly the same here, just that we stacked it several times. So we could place pistons where we last placed redstone blocks, so here, here, and here. And redstone blocks where we last placed pistons, so here and here. And then we can push it in. Then next we can place the iron blocks, push them in, and yeah, now place the pistons here and here, and here redstone blocks at the other spots, and push it in again. And just I think I made it. Did I? No, I think it's right. Yeah, it's right. So and now iron blocks again, and then we also have pushed one full pattern over here. You can see it just moves the floor over to the side. So yeah, next we thought how cool would it be to stack it on top of each other that you could move a whole wall. So at first we just built a 2-high wall over here, and that's actually the blocks down here are just exactly the same as over here, just this floor. And on top we have the same pattern, just that we didn't place a redstone block. So you can see we placed green wool wherever we would have placed the redstone blocks instead. That's just to prevent the butt powering redstone blocks to extend these pistons here, then it would get stuck. But yeah, if you don't have redstone blocks on the top row, it works fine. And the redstone blocks from the bottom row make sure that the pistons still get powered. So yeah, as you can see, we have a piston here and redstone blocks there. So next would be iron all the row, and or normal blocks all the row, and then we can push it and push it a second time. And now next up we have yeah, piston block, redstone block. So next is piston again. This is already 4, so we have a piston there, then over here it's the same, over there, and over there. In between we have the redstone blocks. It's getting quite laggy because it's pushing so many blocks already. But yeah, on top of here we also have piston, normal block, alternative for the redstone block, normal block, so it would be piston again, piston, and one more piston. And up here we would also place redstone blocks, but yeah, we don't place redstone blocks in the top row, so we'll just place the green wool there. And there we go. Now we can push it. And push it a second time. And there we go. We could also just infinitely continue that. And if we get to the end here, you can see you could push quite some blocks with that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks you could move in front of that. Just a block like this. And yeah, at the moment this thing is quite expensive because you need a piston every fifth block and a redstone block every fifth block. So you could save on quite some resources by doing what we did over here. We just have 5 normal blocks in between the pistons and the redstone blocks all the time. So yeah, over here piston, 5 normal blocks, redstone block, 5 normal blocks, piston. Then we have 1 normal block, so we would place another row of normal blocks. So that's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And now we would place the piston over here, yeah, and the redstone block over here, and would push it again, and could just continue with the pattern. So yeah, this way you can save on quite some resources, and to still push the long line of blocks which you want to transport with it, you can just have a head in front here which looks like this. So in front of the first piston and the first redstone block you place 2 normal blocks, and then alternated to that you place piston and redstone block again, so that it just has a longer push length in front here. So you can see with this we can also push, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and over there it's even 12. So yeah, quite a lot of transportation blocks. So yeah, but this one over here is only stacked 2 high, but on the snapshot server we have a few setups which can get built into infinitely large walls if you want. So you could just stack them in 2 dimensions and just have a giant wall moving, and just build it from back there, and it would just keep moving. So let me just get over to the snapshot server and I will show you around there. Before we get to the whole wall pushing, which is set up over there, I want to show you something. So as we are in the snapshots, we can use the set block command, and yeah, we just set up comment blocks here, which sets the 2 blocks in front of the pistons and then also trigger the pistons there. So if I turn it on over here, you can see it's building up this bridge quite fast, or this piston line, which is going to back there. That was, well, just for fun mainly, but also to see if it's really just infinitely going. And yeah, it's not stopped by the loaded chunks or anything like that. It's at the moment 2000 blocks long. Maybe I can just show you. If I run along here, it doesn't stop till somewhere way back here, even with speed 100. Oh, there we just passed the part where it's still working. It's of course takes quite a while to get to the end here. It wasn't stuck at the loaded chunk border. It's just that we were faster than it by running. It's yeah. Let's try to get back. So actually let's use a shortcut. There we go. So yeah, over here we got set up the whole wall pushers, which you could infinitely extend to giant walls. So it's basically still the same principle, just that it's stacked in a nice way. So this time we have yeah, the normal one with the redstone blocks up here. So this time we have 2 blocks in between there, and we used glass blocks so we can see what's going on inside it. So yeah, we got piston, 2 normal blocks, redstone block, then 2 normal blocks again, and then there would come a piston again. And yeah, the same thing then switched in the other rows. And as you can see below it, we just got the pistons always one behind the redstone block, and the row even one more below, we got it one moved out. So the trick is this redstone block is butt powering this piston over here and this one over here, and therefore this single redstone block can trigger both rows below, and it even could trigger another row on top, as you saw in the 2 block thing before. So you could do it 4 high with that, and then just stack it on top of each other and go as high as you want. So now let me check. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. But yeah, since there's usually a redstone block in, which we just left out in the bottom rows, we need, I think, a full row out of glass blocks. So behind the pistons we need normal blocks. Here we need normal blocks because it's only 2 behind the piston, and the other one, yeah, it needs to be 5. So just a normal row of glass blocks. and then push it and push it again. And now this time we would need pistons here again, so this is piston, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we place a piston here, and that didn't work, so here and here. And on the other ones on the lower row we just got 2 blocks, it needs to be 5 before there's the next piston, so we just place normal blocks. Then up here we got, I think we need to place a redstone. Oh, actually, no, we don't need to place redstone blocks in this line, but yeah, no, we don't need to place pistons either. We just can place normal blocks here. And yeah, up here you see it was 2 blocks, and as it is alternating by 2 blocks here, piston, 2 blocks, redstone block, 2 blocks, and then piston again. We place pistons there, and redstone blocks over here, and then push it again. Push it once, push it twice, and you can see it just continues. It's a little tricky to sometimes to see which blocks you have to place next, but yeah, you get the thrill of it fairly quick, and then you can make a pushing wall like that. And yeah, now in front here we could have blocks getting moved, but that's as you can see over here, it's not always a flat wall in front here. It's just every fourth block or so it's a flat wall, I think. So yeah, that was kind of a downside of this. But then came up with this thing over here, and that's my favorite. So I just have a block set up there, and when we push it, the whole engine will move 1 block to the side, and you could just stack these engines in front of each other as often as you want. So let me press a button, and let me press it a second time, and you can see the whole thing moved 1 block. And the pistons in here were extended. At first these were extended, and when we pushed it, these ones were pushed, and now these ones pushed again. So the whole thing could push itself in front of it. Pretty cool stuff. I hope Dan will do a video about it on his own. I will link his channel in the description, so make sure to check him out. A really nice Minecraft channel I can highly recommend. Doing awesome stuff. Yeah, and that's it pretty much from the pusher walls. Back here we got one more thing which is made for survival. So we got the piston here, so there we need redstone blocks. It's just a setup which automatically pushes in the blocks in between. So I place the pistons and the redstone blocks, and then press this button, and it pushes and moves in cobblestone automatically. So yeah, so you only have to need to place the pistons and the redstone blocks. The redstone back here was also done by Dan, so if you have questions about that, also go to his channel and ask him to do a tutorial, or whatever if you want. So maybe you ask, why are these piston bridges useful in survival anyways? Well, let's say I got plans for it for the next Panda survival. Wait for it. But other than that, thanks for watching, and see you next time.